Hi there, my name is Vince Pieri. I'm the kids pastor of High Point Church. If you are a church attender or you've got some churchy friends, you've likely had people tell you you should be reading the Bible on your own all the time. If you've ever given it a shot, you've likely found that the Bible is actually fairly confusing and can be kind of complicated. And confusing and complicated things often also feel pretty boring. Especially if you've read the Bible as a family, this may be what it felt like. Now, as adults, we like to fake like we're understanding what we're reading, even though oftentimes we have no idea what's going on. We like to pretend. Kids have no interest in faking that they're into something they're not into. And if this has been your experience, I totally get it. This is the table of contents of the Bible. 66 different books inside the big book of the Bible, and then there's tons of different stories in each of the little books. How does all this fit together? What does Moses have to do with David? What about all these little ones that sound like people giving angry speeches and you may not even know how to pronounce all these? However, when you understand how all of these parts fit together into one big story, that's often when the Bible comes fully alive. That's often when the Bible really starts to impact us as people. So we wanted to create something that would make it easy and fun and maybe even inspiring to learn how the Bible fits together, so we decided to use music. Everybody loves music. Kids love music, especially their favorite albums, and adults love music too. I love music, you love music, so we created an album of songs called The Greatest Story Ever Told. It's 12 songs that tell the story of the Bible. You can see the album art right here, The Greatest Story Ever Told. Each of the 12 songs tells like one episode of the Bible, one chunk of the big story. By the time you've listened through the whole album, you'll have heard all the major stories in the Bible, but you'll also have heard how they all fit together and how they connect to one another. And not only that, you'll also hear which books of the Bible each story is found in. So by the time you know the words to this album, the Bible should feel really familiar. When you look at that table of contents, you're like, I know exactly what all of this is all about. And you can listen to it anywhere. You can listen to it while you do your homework. Makes doing homework a blast. You can listen to it while you cook. Mike's cooking up a very scrumptious meal here while he listens to the Bible album. You can listen to it while you're on a road trip, enjoying the scenery, avoiding fights. Listen to the Bible album and learn more about the Bible. You can listen to it while you're on a driveway trip like Gwen is right here. Make sure you always buckle up even if you're in the driveway. We also created a ton of fun resources that sync up with the Bible album and accompany it. One of my favorites is called The Greatest Story Ever Told Devotional Book. It's not just a devotional book, it's also a coloring book. For each one of the songs on the Bible album, there's some devotionals that go along with it. And there's a coloring page. There's a coloring page that shows that scene happening. Right here, we've got the story of Jonah, which happens in episode 7. Here's a picture of Jonah that you can color in. And then here's some information about the story that you can read through by yourself or as a family. It helps you see what's the point of the story of Jonah for our lives. We also created videos, these cool music videos of kids acting out the stories to the music, like little music videos. You can watch those, and especially for younger people, younger kids, that helps you understand what you're listening to when you have that visual reference. We also created a Sunday school curriculum that uses these songs to bring the whole Bible together with fun activities, and the videos go along with the Sunday school curriculum as well. We even created a musical production of kids acting this out on stage. You can watch that online, or you can get the resources to put that on yourself. The goal of all this stuff is that when you sit down as a family or by yourself to engage in God's Word, it feels familiar. It feels like you've got the big picture in your head, and then the little pieces make sense, and that's really what often makes it come alive. So you can find all of these resources at highpointchurch.org/the greatest story ever told. We hope that you dive in, and we hope that they help you understand God's Word like never before.